About the Educ 8 interview are from the methods the teachers mentioned, such as giving different types of tests, like paper pen test, and activities they provided, is they are making sure that their students excel. They validate learners through it. They assess students by providing those measures, methods, and monitors their performances. And having home visitation, virtual meetup, that helps aid monitoring learners. They also remind parents to help their children, not to the extent they are the ones to answer, but to guide and teach on the topic, which is not quite easy for their children. But if can't do, they are available always online and can be connected through chat. As I've seen, teachers are innovating strategies and methods they can to reach out their students and makes them able to provide higher quality of education and makes it possible to give their learners a brighter future ahead. They prove that teaching is not just a profession, but a complex responsibility which needs commitment and passion.
This is my insight in Educ 8. The teachers we interviewed have mentioned methods of assessing their students by providing activity sheets, summative tests, all kinds of tests there is, aside from modules. They monitor them through checking on students when they submit their modules into the school. They also have scheduled home visitation and virtual meetings with their learners and said, if ever there is a student that is slow learner, they provide alternatives as to providing reconstruct activity sheets until they are able to learn this specific topic without being left behind. They evaluate students from time to time, and from what I see, teachers comes in great responsibilities. They must come up different strategies or methods in order for the students to progress and be able to excel amidst this modular approach. They must give an outstanding education to help their students to become competitive globally. Teaching surely is not just a profession, but must be taken by heart. That's all. Thank you.
After I heard the answers of the teachers we interviewed, I became more clear, and also I learned a lot about that assessment plays an important role in the process of learning and also in motivation. Now I know even more that there's also a lot of methods, techniques on how to assess your student learning. And it's up to you as a teacher, how will you manage the class, especially your student. I understand now that it was very important to use well-designed assessment methods because it provides valuable information about student learning. So if you're a teacher, it will help you to tell what your students learned, where they are struggling, and how well they learn about it. So that's the importance about the methods in assessing your student learning. That's all.
My insights after we interview some teachers on how they're going to assess their students' learning is that in assessing learning students, you must have a good plan and strategies on how you're going to apply it in order for your students to learn. As a teacher, you must be responsible to your students, always monitor them, and make sure that you are having a long patience and you are a one call away teacher for them. Because assessing students' learning is one of a way where the teachers can monitor if there are progress and achievements on the students' learning capacity. That would be all. Thank you.
Good day everyone, especially to you ma'am. I am Chair Miggy Malan and I am here to present my insight about assessment. Assessment is very important for both the teachers and the students. For the teacher, it is a way for them to know the development of their students if there are improvements or not. A way in which teachers can tell what the students already know and how far they have learned. It's also their way of saying that they really have become effective teachers and they are still in the right track, living the principles of teaching since the students have learned something from them. As for the students, having good assessment can be a motivation for them to do and become better because hearing good things from your teachers helps the students develop Just like, for example, the teacher says that you are getting good grades or you are doing a good job, there is a certain satisfaction that the students can feel. But because of the situation that we are currently in, students, especially teachers, are having a hard time how to properly assess their students because, of course, there are uncertainties and doubts. Doubt like that it's not really the students who answered their modules or everything is just pretend. Especially the teachers can't physically see them, and this have become a challenge for the teachers. As we know, assessments are vital. That's why it needs to be accurate. The future of the students as well as the school relies on it, because what if the teachers are giving false judgment, and because of this, the school may produce low quality of individuals? The educational system of the school will surely fall. But I guess teachers also have the so-called teacher's instinct, where even though students are far away, even though they are not physically together, there are still particular ways in which the teachers can tell the real capabilities of their students. Just like, for example, if they're having an online session and a student can answer the questions given by the teachers. Another thing is that if the student tend to ask question about the module, because that would mean that he or she is really reading and answering the module himself or herself. As of now, we can never really deny the importance of assessment. It's there to guide both the teachers and the students. And as a future teacher myself, I know that I have to do my very best to give the proper and right judgment, because after all, it's only for their sake. So that if ever they are not doing well or they are struggling with something, I can do something to help them, and I would also know where to start. Thank you.
Good day each and everyone. I am Muril Merijoy M, a Bethlehem Alpha 2 student. What is teacher? Teacher is the one who teach the young minds and help us to achieve our or reach our goals in life. Teacher is a noble profession, and I do believe without teacher there was no success or any other courses like mechanical engineering, geologist, or nursing. What do teacher to help us? Teacher provide us information, teach us, guide us, and share their knowledge to us. And aside from that, they assist us in our performance task or even written exam. Teachers do assist us in many ways, and they use many methods to assist our exams and even performance in school or inside the classroom. Why teachers do the assessment? Teachers do the assessment because they want us to improve, update, and develop our skills and knowledge. We interview three secondary teachers in Tubod National High School, and most of them said that they used the method of pen and paper assessment to assist their students with their learnings. Pen and paper is a traditional way of assessment, and it was a common method that usually used by the teacher, especially nowadays that we are in a blended learning. Assessing your student is improving and developing their knowledge and skills, and assessment is a systematic collection, review, and use of information about educational program. And that will be my insights. Thank you.